when we run into obstacles, when we run into things that we think are quote unquote too hard, we'll run into them, we'll stop. We'll try again. If we get over that obstacle in the first try, we can kind of shake it off pretty easily and we keep going. But if we don't, and we run into that obstacle again, that's when we can oftentimes kick into fight or flight. Things blocking my forward progress. We all have this sort of innate sense that life and survival is all moving forward all the time, right? Time is passing, it's moving forward constantly. So when we get something that we run into that makes us stop for more than one moment, that saying 2 out of 3 in this case is bad because it makes us start to lose courage. So generally speaking, just like good old baseball, right? The rule of threes. We run into that obstacle a third time and something very interesting starts to happen. We start to go into, we're going to use this terminology again, and we'll talk about it more as we go, but we start to go into agreement with the thing that says, I have the power to stop you. I have the power to hold you back. I'm stronger and more powerful than you. And if that thing and that obstacle and the energy that it creates of discouragement doesn't change, what happens? In a very profound way, there's lots of things that happen, but the first thing that happens is we lose interest in that path. We don't want to go anymore. And it collapses us. What does that mean? I know I'm full of definitions, and I will be for the rest of the time we're working on this stuff, but collapse is a complete disconnection from your innocence. So with that, there goes your excitement, there goes your courage, there goes your inspiration, there goes your goals, there goes your dreams.
Can lead to God.
It can also work in the exact opposite direction as well, which is why we're talking about it so specifically, right? It doesn't have to be the same obstacle. It could be a series of different ones. And we've all kind of landed in that place where, in whatever way we might say it, we kind of hold our hands up in the air or look up at the sky or look around us and go, why is the universe picking on me right now? You start to take it personally, in other words. You stub your toe on that coffee table in the middle of the night. You do it once and you kind of shake it off. You're like, oh, Jesus, that was terrible. And that hurt my foot. And oh man, I don't want to do that again. But then if you recover and you make your way to the fridge and you come back and you don't stub your toe again, you kind of forget about it. Most of the time. But if you stub your toe on the way to the kitchen, and then as you're shooting your toe and you're hopping on one foot and you're thinking, oh man, that was so painful. It's almost like that coffee table jumped out and attacked my toe. And then while you're feeling bad about that, you trip over the slippers that you left in front of the kitchen table, and you fall and you hurt your knee. Well, then that idea of, what am I doing wrong? Starts to creep in. But if you get to the fridge, and you get to the fridge and you open the fridge while you're holding your knee and hopping on one foot because your toe is sore, and then you pull the milk out and the cap is loose on the bottle because your lovely husband or lovely partner didn't put the cap back on properly and you spill milk all over yourself.
He means me.
Or me, actually. That's why I talked about husbands first. Then you're pretty much done for the night, right? That's it. It's over. Forget it. You'll sit in front of the fridge and cry. You'll stomp back upstairs without getting the milk, without putting ice on your toe, without getting a Band-Aid for your knee, or you'll just collapse into a heap on the couch and really, really wonder why all of a sudden the universe has singled you out. And kind of what we're talking about is the way that we revitalize ourselves and revitalize all those things. It's amazing how things can so quickly lose their novelty, that, for instance, sense of newness, that sense of inspiration, that excitement. Okay? And it's not that the thing itself loses its excitement. It's that for whatever reason and whatever obstacles we've encountered in dealing with that thing or that person, we disconnect from our innocence because we get discouraged, distanced from our courage. Okay, why is courage such an important thing? Because courage is the thing that you use to keep yourself open. And what do we mean by open? Means you keep yourself connected to the possibility of possibilities. It's really easy after that example that I gave, the toe, the knee, and the spilled milk. You can take that all in and take it all really personally and not walk near that coffee table, that kitchen table, or that refrigerator for days because you just don't want to feel that collapse. But what's so powerful about that is that it's not the incidents and the physical happening of those incidents that make that feeling accumulate. When you're in that state of collapsed innocence and distance from your courage, anything else that happens can potentially produce weight to that feeling, right? So you could come down the stairs and stub your toe again on the same spot on the table in the exact same way. Or you could go up into the bathroom after you spilled milk all over yourself, looking for a Band-Aid. You get fed up and use toilet paper to dab the blood off your knee and decide to brush your teeth and then squeeze the tube too hard and have toothpaste go all over the mirror. In that space, it's all about the meaning that we subscribe to whatever's happening to us.